Hello, hello. I am hoping that my audio settings are a little bit more, um, cooperative this stream. Um, I think that I think that I fixed some of this stuff. Um, yeah, I'm not sure though. Um, but again, I got the Bluetooth headset on. That is noise canceling. I'm just trying not to hear the street that is very loud and right under me. I do live in a city. Okay, so doing DonkeyPop again. The most unexciting stream ever. Collecting data to do data analysis on. Building those pipelines. So the first thing I'm noticing is that I just kind of got impatient to get started, and I did not name my files very well. So I think that this get Senate caucus should be in its own file, and that this should be named something like like Bluesky. Maybe Bluesky should even be in its own directory. So I am going to create a file that I will call politician lookup.py, and I gotta remember the norms in each language, because I never know if I'm supposed to be doing camel case, snake case, or what with respect to naming things. It's just hopping back and forth between languages so much is like it'll like get you all crossways with respect to what the conventions are in each language. So I want to say Python is supposed to be camel case with the file names, and on a quick Google search for the style guide, I am seeing that I am incorrect. It is in fact snake case, lowercase only. Okay, so we will correct this. We're gonna go ahead and do a rename. Where is it? Folder share, add file to chat, everything but rename. What am I? Did I click something wrong? Okay, let's do. Oh, it was there the whole time. I'm just. Okay. Partition lookup.py. That is going to have these methods over here, or this method here. I'm going to cut that out, and I will bring those into here. This is going to require all of its imports, so save that. So request in beautiful soup. Why don't I move this over here so that I can just move one to the other. Request and beautiful soup both go over here. As well as the Dem Caucus URL. So I can cut this out, because I do not believe I need it. There. So I can do that, and then I can put 2 spaces between there. Cool. Oh yeah, this is also a type for. This is also a type for the return object in this method. So 2 spaces, and type dick was supposed to be over there. So tons and tons and tons of fun reorganizing our file system, or not file system, but like putting our files in a place that makes me happier. Okay, so that I think should be done. And I can rename this to something more appropriate. I will just call it Bluesky. And I'll follow that convention for the rest of this project, just naming the file after the social media app that it'll be doing lookups on. So this created a bunch of red lines for me, and I built something to handle that in my make file. So whenever I go to look up everything, I will just dip down into the politician lookup file, and I will get nice. Okay, so I think that my audio from my little specialty microphone is going to have to replace the audio on my headset. I'm not sure if that's better or worse. Yeah, the problem is if you try to play any of the things that you're saying on stream, then you wind up getting feedback. And I don't know how people who stream solve for that. Is there a convention? Is this something like the mods do, that they listen to you or something like that and tell you, hey man, your audio is like terrible? I don't know, but I'm not good at this because this is like my, you know. Okay. So my Bluetooth was like fighting for control of, where my audio was coming from as far as the source is concerned. Did not want to take the headphones off. Like, I'm in desperate need of a haircut right now. But nobody came here to look at me. Nobody came here at all, but here we go. Okay. So this is separated into two different things. The file system makes a little bit more sense now. And so the next thing to do is to try and paginate the get author feed return. So what I am going to do is I am going to come over here. I'm going to pull up Bluesky's documentation, and what that will hopefully mean is get author feed Bluesky pagination. That'll hopefully mean is that I can get a full set of results. So with a limitation of 100, with 100 results per page, someone like Angela Brooks, I think, has like 500 total posts on this site. So, yeah, I think that you can. This endpoint is part of Bluesky application. Public endpoints don't require authentication. Use Bluesky to learn more about API host guide. Get a view of actors' authors feed. Post and repost by the author does not require auth. Limit integer possible values up to 100. Default value 50. Cursor filter. Okay, so there's all these filters. Include pins. Is that cursor? Reply, reason, feed context. By feed generator that may be passed back alongside the interactions. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Does the Bluesky cursor? I think it might only let you get the last 100 results. It's treated as an opaque value and fully at the feed generator's discretion. It is simply passed through by the app view directly to and from the client. Uh-oh. I think we got a dead end. I don't think I can go back further than the last 100. Oh, I was kind of hoping the cursor meant like a paginator, so that you can go back, further than 100. Further than 100 results. Let's look. You'll notice the get feed skeleton returns a cursor and its response and takes a cursor param as input. This cursor is treated as an opaque value and fully at the feed generator's discretion. It is simply passed through the app view directly to and from the client. We strongly encourage that the cursor be a unique feed item to prevent unexpected behavior in pagination. Oh, it is indeed pagination. We might recommend, for instance, a compound cursor with a timestamp plus a CID. So I am struggling to there's a Reddit post. Let's see if, something. Because isn't that convenient? Don't have to go to Stack Overflow, have someone call me an idiot. Let's see. Leave it empty for the first fetch, and if there's more posts, it will return a cursor along with the data. You can then fetch the next page with that cursor. Thought so. Okay. Yeah. Cool. So that works kind of how I thought it would. Got it. So looking up a single feed, do I want to write a recursive function, or I don't know how to handle this? It's so bad. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we're going to set a page number variable. Let's go print data.feed.cursor. Oh, why'd everything just go dark? Why is my syntax highlighting being funny? Did I just do something weird? Doing a print statement? What's going on here? I don't know. Okay. I think that's how you access the cursor. Okay, so we're going to go look up feed, politician last name, also Brooks again. Okay, then we're going to go Python 3, bluesky.py. No module found. At proto. Let's see. Is it because? Oh yeah, I put everything in a pip file. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Python 3, bluesky.py. Now it should run. Got myself a little tea. And I should get a printout of the cursor if I am correct. My laptop is being incredibly slow right now. I don't know what's going on. I got a 400 status code, an invalid request, profile not found. I thought we solved this problem. I got results doing this the last time. DID. Huh. I don't wonder. I wonder why. Um. Maybe I'm just logging in too many times. Let's see. A 400 status code invalid request. Uh. Huh. No, that shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, the login on the call shouldn't be a problem. Let's see. Parse handle, last name. So. Uh, Sign but never used. That shouldn't be the problem. What's going on here? Get Bluesky DID, politician last name. You're looking up also, Brooks. Uh, .senate.gov. We are no longer using. Yes. Why is this giving me such a hard time? Timed out. What failed? Something failed. Okay, so we know the name is returning. Okay, so that's not a problem. We know the handle is returning. Also, brooks.senate.gov, we know that's not a problem. We know we're successfully getting the DID. Yep, so here's the DID. Okay. And, okay, so get Bluesky DID is succeeding. So that's succeeding. I gotta put some error handling in here. But, you know, the very least. Okay, so, and then the DID prints it again. So we know everything's working up to this point. Okay, so it has to be. So the DID got called successfully, and then I go to call get author feeds or get author feed. Suddenly that doesn't work. Did I change something? Okay, I am going to look up the Python SDK. Okay, we're gonna go Python. Let's see. APIs, bots. Okay. Client apps. Am I in the right place? I don't think I am. Advanced guys. At Proto. Oh my gosh. Blue Sky's documentation is a nightmare. It's just really tough to just find what you're looking for here. Like, you just type in Python SDK and you want to be dropped into the Python SDK, and instead you get the raw API link. Okay, my audio shut off again, and I don't know how long that has been the case. Um, yeah, I'm sorry about that. I don't know how long people haven't been able to hear me, but this was me. I was just looking through the docs trying to find an explanation of what was going on, and it just turns out that The answer was right there in the stack trace. I just assumed that there was like, I know the cursor is in the response object, and I just kind of assumed that it was a kind of class type thing, but I really just need to see what where the cursor is so that I can kind of recurse over the pages. Um, I put this page number in there so that I could give this a max. I don't want this to go and get me, you know, like 10,000 posts if somebody's had a Bluesky account for like however long, and you could just like go on infinitely um, looking at posts that they've made. Okay, so so data.feed is just the feed, and data.cursor is the cursor. Okay, so we got data.cursor, I believe, will be the cursor leg. So I can do this. Okay, cursor printed out. This is the cursor. So I can go back further than just this 100 responses. Wow. I have been coding all day. Um, I debugged a particularly difficult problem today, so please bear with me. I am really not this bad, I swear. Okay, I'm gonna go max page count. I'm gonna make that an int. I'm gonna come down here. I'm gonna say, so now that we know data.cursor is there, we can go with this data.cursor if data.cursor okay. Should I just recurse over this? Yeah, let's make a recursive function. Page number equals 1. Int page number int equals 1. Okay, we can get rid of this. Oh. Okay. And page number is less. Oh yeah, I gotta make this Pythonic. And page number is less than max page count. I need to set this to a default. Let's go with, we'll get 1,000 posts, so that'll be default to 1,000 posts back. Cool. Let's see, page number plus equals 1. Page number plus equals 1. Okay, up feed. Politician. Last name. Whoa. And page number. Enter the current page number. We'll also need cursor equals none as a default. And what was this? It's like a string. What's the type on that bad boy? Just a sec. Print type data.cursor. Let's just find out real quick. Yeah, okay, so it's just a string. Cool. That's just a string. Okay, so if cursor lookup feed. Oh, but it's gonna look it up extra times. Oh, no, it's fine. Okay, cursor equals data.cursor. Okay, so that should do it. Plus equals 1. The max page count defaults to 10. It returns data.feed, but so page number equals page number. Cool, it says my line is too long. I can just format that. Hopefully. Yeah. Okay. Just trying to make sure I didn't do something catastrophically dumb here. Cursor functions are tricky because you can crash stuff. Okay, so the code is noting cursor is not accessed, but it is accessed. Let's see. Does this work this way? I'll make sure the program doesn't crash. Oh, come to think of it, it's doing 10 of these lookups. That's going to take forever, and I have nothing printing out to show that it's happening. Okay, let me try this again. Lookup feed. Also don't have a way to, yeah. Also don't have a way to, to store this in one object. But I'm pretty sure this is how they intended this to be used. So now, after every call in this recursion cycle, I should get the results of data.feed. Otherwise, it would just return but come to think of it, this function calling again and again and again and again, oh, no, it's not a problem. Yeah, you just get the results. You just get the results. Cool. Okay. Yeah. Okie doke. So I got a little recursive function here that maxes out on 10 lookups. I'm wondering if I'll get the same if I just let's see. If I just say feed equals ma and I print this was the kind of goofy stuff I do all day. Whoa, okay. I was afraid I did something that made the code not work, not. Take it still. Okay, so I'm hoping I can ensure that this recursion is happening, not just that the final feed object is running. Okay, recursion is indeed happening. I'm getting all of these results. Got it. Okay, that's good. That's good to know. Okay, so now I just have to figure out how to make each of these subsequent. I gotta figure out how to make each of these persist. did I just do like a while loop or something? Yeah, maybe this wasn't the best way to build this. Nah, it's fine. Okay. So look up feed. Tons and tons of fun. What do let's see. Something just got unplugged. Okay. I think I want to append this to a list. But I'm trying to figure out how to. Okay. Yeah, I think this is. I think I was right to try and make this a class in the first place. Because then I can use like a class variable. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to turn this into a class. And then I'm going to make these class functions. And once I have made these class functions, I can have a variable that I can modify on each instance of, so I can go Bluesky data, so I can do that. Oops, no. Then I can have a, say, feed results. I need to have an init method, don't I? Yeah. What am I doing? Okay. I'll do that. Self, and then I'll go self dot self dot feed results.